Welcome to the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. MLB Network is live from Busch Stadium. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Carlos Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Carlos Martinez, one of the biggest arms in the game of baseball. Electric fastball, 95 to 99 miles an hour with movement up, down, in, and out of the zone. Powerhouse slider, and I mean as good as any slider in baseball. His changeup has gotten better. If Carlos Martinez brings his A game, he has the chance to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the mound.
Oh, a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. And now a chance to meet the Mets. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in the ballpark. The sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Asdrubal Cabrera ahead in a 3-1 count now. Altogether, a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees the game time temperature. One out, nobody on. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
The hitter was dug in looking for some hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. There's one away. The runner first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Rounded back up the middle, taken in by Wong. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96. Great slider and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all 3 of his pitches at any time.
Digging in, Dexter Fowler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And now here's Mike Matheny's starting lineup for the Redbirds. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. This guy was one of 3 silver sluggers in the National League for outfielders. He can flat out rake. You get in that category, only 3 guys of all the outfielders in that league, that's pretty impressive.
Now at the plate, Tommy Pham will take his first cuts here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Time for a look at the umpires working one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, you wrote Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Sky down the left field line. Cespedes is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box now, Matt Carpenter. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Yanked fouled off to the right. The 1-2 for the second ball. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Here comes Cespedes. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, feed it into the opposite for a base hit.
Standing in now, Marcell Ozuna. 2-2 to Marcell Ozuna.
And this flow right now. In the first inning, he's got really nice mechanics working right now. That fastball right.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Nimmo in pursuit. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. At the plate, Jay Bruce. He'll get us started in the top of the second. High and deep to center field. Pham ranging back to the track on the warning track, makes the catch.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left. There's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this.
The base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this low, ball 2. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
That just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Scotty to straightaway right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's Adrian now. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's 3 for 15. He also has 1 home run. And he takes 2, and it's 2-1. In his here. Gonzalez is certainly one of the right guys to have at the plate in this spot. A long ball would be huge, and he's hit more than 300 of them in his career.
Oh, yeah, when he knocked the donut off his bat on the on-deck circle, Matty, that was the only thing that was on his mind. He's been in this situation multiple times in his career. The moment will not get too big for him. He knows how to slow it down. Don't be shocked if he leaves Earth right here.
2-2 pitch just missed.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Stopped on the slide by Wong. Wow. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. The next to bat for St. Louis, Yadier Molina. He's set to lead off the whole half of the second. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Softly hit out to short. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And they'll have play as he reaches first base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Runners on the move. He swings and misses. Throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
A lot of times, if a guy is going, it's going to be on the first couple of pitches, but he waited it out that time. Didn't matter, though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him at second.
He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2. Hard taken there by Cabrera. And there's out number.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's gone 3 for 6. He's taken him deep once. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing a ground ball to first. Frazier is there. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Redbirds down quietly. Will move to the third with no score. Aerial view there of St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball on MLB Network. At the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. 7-8-9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the third. The 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Popped him up. Martinez there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 9,
Jose Reyes grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Jose Reyes.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Two and two.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seam. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go back door.
The 2-2. Soft liner towards short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Rafael Montero, a right-hander standing 7 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Rafael Montero.
Striding in, Colton Wong. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting.
Greg Garcia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 35, Greg Garcia.
Three balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and we're the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. The head-to-head with Rafael Montero. 2 hits in 7 tries. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And another foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it foul. Hit to third. Frazier's up. And a long throw across the diamond gets him. That's a nice play.
The center fielder, number 28, Tommy Pham.
Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham. And he's got to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here now the 2-2. Hard on the ground to second. Cabrera's up with it. On to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner on now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Sam Tuivalala, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Sam Tuivalala.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He was a victim to open up the ball game. The 3-1. On that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. A chance here for the second baseman, Wong. Throw to first. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, second baseman, and dribble
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera to a base on balls his first time up. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Now the 2-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of with a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. DeYoung gathers it in on the first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 50, Yoenis Cespedes.
Now to the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. Here's the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. The 1-2. Hit on the ground is short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-hand hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning.
Nope.
Good waist pitch, 1-2.
I got to count 1-2.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll be off the right field wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You could hear solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. It's all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll be okay with the double.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Carpenter leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina, and it's 1-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches pretty much grooved right down the middle, but didn't bite him.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Two and 2 to the Cardinals. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You're probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Foul away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heat right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Now a swing here and a little looper, and I don't think anyone's going to get there. That one's going to fall. Throw coming quickly, and the winning run moves up to third now with only one gone.
That's the name of the game right there, boys. Get on base any way possible. They're not all going to be beauties, but that one falls in front of the left fielder for a bit.
In now, Jose Martinez. And here's a slider for a strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
With 2 strikes and runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Ready with the 1-2. And a possible double play ball here for Cabrera. To second for 1. Over to Gonzalez, and they get a double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Cards leave 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jay Bruce. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Is looked at number 2. Skied in the air, straight away left. Ozuna on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter.
Now in the box, Todd Frazier flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he won't even have to take a bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Riding into the box, Adrian Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go right there. A big goose egg in that column worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Digging in now, Travis d'Arnaud. There are 2 gone, and a possible go-ahead run at first. Three-2 pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. As a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Next up from New York, Ahmed Rosario, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. The 1-1 home is taken down and in for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Now the 2-1 pitch is slider that backs up for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1 pitch. Full count now. Frazier at second. Garno on at first with 2 down. Now a fastball as he just ripped up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Paul DeYoung. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A swing and a miss there, 2-2.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Line towards center field. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him. He's around second. They're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up.
So striding in, Wong, winning run at third. Nobody out. Runner at third here, nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes. It looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that didn't come and get him.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
2-2. There's a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. A runner in scoring position with none out. And he's the layoff there for ball 4. Now to put runners at the corners now with still nobody out.
Thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew walk.
Jed Jerko will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Jed Jerko.
And he lays up ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Dexter Fowler, and he has a great opportunity to win it here. Winning run at third base, nobody out. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Cespedes is there. He hauls it in, but here comes the winning run from third. And the Cardinals are going to walk off a winner.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective. Great team win right there.
Game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. St. Louis used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Sam Tuivalala gets the W on the mound, so that'll